Hello and welcome to my channel again. My name is Brian and I'm also known as Ketchupbeard, and this is last week's weekly vlog. Yeah, so I tried uploading to YouTube, straight to YouTube, but for some unknown reason I kept getting disconnects. So yeah, the weather's pretty bad at the moment, like really bad wind and stuff like that. It's been messing about with people's internet connections and all that, but whatever. Yeah, I did do a bit of a video last week, but I kind of put it to the side because I thought I might as well get it all in one go with this. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on. Yeah, so last week's video was mainly going to be about my mock presentation for professional practice. Mainly we had to present our two roles that we wanted to do after university and what we're looking into. So we present this to the class so they understand the roles better and how to get there and what it includes. So all the nitty gritty. Yeah, I don't feel like I did too well. Yeah, the mock presentation was there for us to improve ourselves, so we could, well, it's what a mock is. We show people what it's about and then they give us feedback to make it better. So when we actually do the presentation, the proper one, we do it really well. So yeah, it kind of helped a lot of us because we all kind of lost our confidence at least once during our presentation. So yeah, I think it's helped our confidence a fair bit. But otherwise, there was a massive hole in mine, which was reading from scripts. Now, I read from a script because my memory is absolutely terrible, and sometimes I don't get the time to practice as much as I want to. But either way, I learned that just having about an hour out just to practice what I want to say, how I want to say it within them 10 minutes, will help a lot. Now I'm going to use I've been told to use cue cards just to have like little bullet points on, just in case I get lost, because I tend to ramble a bit, if you haven't noticed. I'll cut it out on these videos, but yeah, I kind of ramble a bit, so I'll go over it. See, I'm rambling now. But anyway, it is what it is. Another hole was it's not just a time like 10 minutes. I went over 10 minutes, but I kind of put too much humour in my presentation for some people. Some people thought that was a bit too much. I think humour is a great gateway to get people interested in what you're doing, but it seems I made mine a bit too mine needed a bit more information, a bit more. It needs to be a bit more analytic, tiny bit more, because I mainly put a slideshow on of images, which did help, but it didn't really have a lot of text, because I thought, oh, text is going to bore everybody. But if I have text that relates to what I'm saying, so then they can read a tiny bit, it doesn't have to be completely exactly what I say on the presentation at the same time. It could be a bit more of information so they can read it while I'm saying it. But yeah, they wanted a bit of that, because when I was speaking, I spoke too quick. In some areas, and in other areas I went quiet. So at one moment I'd be this robust person explaining this quite well, looking at the audience, engaging, then I'd forget where I was and think, oh, and then go back to my script and kind of shrink into the corner and ramble a bit and not be very loud. But by practicing this presentation, I will get over all that. So my confidence has come back after the initial feeling after that. Is I felt really bad, like it didn't go well for me at all, but a lot of people felt like that, and they did really well. So kudos to all my class for actually doing it, because it takes a lot to get up in front of the class. But anyway, we've got this week to do it for next week, which means we'll be doing the presentations of our respected areas, multi-story artist and animation director, and pitching those to the rest of the third years again, the second years and the first years, including the lecturers who are going to be marking us, which will be at 25%. So that's a quarter of our module. So that's a hefty chunk. So it's a bit intimidating, but I think as soon as we get in the moment, like we've learned from the drama class that we did Monday, I'll get into that in a bit. We have to be in the moment and just kind of let it flow and speak to everybody. Keep the bullet points in our little cue cards that I'm going to need, and just get the overall information across. So yeah, story artists and animation directors, that's mine. So yeah, about Monday's class, Monday's class was a Worcester week. Worcester weeks are it's like a gap week where we get to join into classes that we wouldn't normally get to do. So it was a drama. It was a drama lesson, which a lot of you would be like, animator doing drama lessons don't make sense. But it was acting for animators. That's what they pitched it as. But there were drama students in there, and there were apparently some film students as well. But it all intermingles. Animation is film. It's the same principle, you know. You cut in, you got shots. It's film, and within film, you have actors, and actors are characters. So it was about, the workshop was about building characters and understanding our characters from the get go. So what is this person's motivation? What is their objectives? Why are they like this? Getting into the mindset of it. And by doing all of these different, they were just games really, but they got us to kind of let go of any inhibitions, speak to everybody in the room, interact better with each other in the room, which is really good. And like from that, become characters, and with that, interact with each other's characters that we made. It was amazing. I think this should have been implemented in the first and second year that we were here, but sadly, apparently, they couldn't kind of get it together, which is a massive shame because it should be a regular thing. This is important to animators and actors, like filmmakers and drama students in general. You need to understand your character. If it's character driven, if it's narrative driven with characters, you need to understand this. So a regular thing, I think at least once, at the very least, at least once every 2 weeks, because it helps people kind of get more confidence in what they're doing and understand where they want to take things. So, yeah, thank you, Lee. That was a really, really good lecture, and we want to see more. We want to be involved with more of that. I'm speaking on behalf of most of the animators. I mean, maybe not all. I mean, still there's introverts amongst us, but no, I believe that class did well, and it also did a lot for everybody's confidence in living in the moment, like I said, performing in the moment. And we can take that and apply that to our presentation for professional practice. So it's helped us in multiple ways. So I think before our presentations next week, I think we should implement some of these games and get us ready to present. So yeah, it's helped a lot. So let's go on to pre-production and extended module. Now, extended module is storyboarding, so it's kind of, I'll apply this as a wide brush stroke. It kind of goes with my pre-production thing, so I'm kind of speaking for both with this in this video, in this sense anyway. Yeah, so I want to speak about Abyss Walker, which is the music video I'm going to be making, an animated music video I'm going to be making for my metal band At Dawn We Attack. Yeah, we're going to make separate videos for all the main songs on the EP. There's about 4 main songs and 4 segues on our EP called Acceptance. Go listen to it on Spotify. It's pretty good. I love it. But anyway, like I was saying, I chose Abyss Walker because it's kind of like a personal thing towards myself. It's kind of like if we had to choose a song each, that would be mine kind of thing. Into the situation too much. I like putting myself as a leader in any group. I love leadership roles because I like working alongside people and kind of guiding people as well as myself into like making something pretty cool, like I said in the last video. I blame it on my obsession with Optimus Prime. But anyway, that's what Abyss Walker's about, is responsibility. I took too much on, and I'm at the best of times, I am most judgmental of my own work, etc., etc. Like you apply that to this situation. I'm the most judgmental of my own actions, and I think most people are. Like, if you do something, you'll be like, "Oh, it's rubbish. I don't like it," and that's how you react. That's how a lot of people have reacted that I know. Some people might not. Some people might be a bit like, feel a bit better about it, a bit more confident, but most times people have a lot of self-doubt. Anyway, I have self-doubt a lot, like that's an understatement. And with this, I didn't take the executive decision at the right time to save my team exactly. If I'd have took that responsibility and understood it, the situation a lot better, it would have it wouldn't have come to that, and it affected a lot of people, and it affected me a hell of a lot because I saw the situation everybody was put